That's the big thing. When I committed to being a doctor, I thought, my goal was to do things differently than what the experience that I had was.
Yeah.
I was used to, like everyone else, you go to a doctor, they're going to label you with some problem. They're going to whip out their pad. They're going to write something out. They're going to hand you out, and go ahead and take this, and, the proverbial, take 2 aspirin and see me in the morning.
Yes.
And I never felt like, did they even know what I wanted? I mean, okay, I've got this thing going on, but I committed to like, okay, when I sit down with somebody, it's not always like the pain that brought them in isn't necessarily the thing that they're looking to improve about their life. I mean, that's a crazy thing, because people go in and they go, well, I got this back pain. And I go, okay, well, what is it preventing you from doing? Like, that's like the most important question, because everybody has goals in life and things they want to be able to achieve. And, that's kind of distilling down like, well, I like to play with my kids, and I can't lift them up, and it hurts every time I pick my kids up. I'm like, well, then let's get you to the point where you can pick your kids up again. We'll focus on getting you to that point. Like, the pain may or may not go away. My biggest goal is to get them as pain-free as I can, but my goal is to get them to do the things that they love to do in life that they can't. The pain prevents them from doing, and that's where the happiness and joy is. Yeah. So I see the crazy now. I get people come in with some really wild stuff. Like, people can come in and like, they got back pain or shoulder pain, and then I'm starting to work on them. Like, hey doc, since you've been working on me, my digestion's better, man. I'm sleeping through the night. I haven't had that happen in a long time. Hey, I had sex with my wife. And,
yes.
Man, it was like awesome. I couldn't do that a month ago. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's where the juice is right there. Yeah. And and that's where medicine kind of fails us, because they don't sit down and they ask us, hey, what can we do for you? The pad comes out, the prescription comes out, and unfortunately, when it comes to back pain, doctors don't like to deal with it. These guys are experts in like you got an organ that's a problem, you got a pathology. They're great at that. But when it comes to back pain, they kind of go like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this.
Yes.
And unfortunately, what happens is that prescription will come out, and then look, if you got an opioid, like 64,000 people died. I think it was 2018. We can fact check that.
Crazy.
64,000 people died from opioid addiction or prescription, drugs. Oh my God, it's nuts. So we need a different way of approaching this system.
Yes.
I mean, these are brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and parents. And listen, this system it's kind of broken.
It is.
We need a different approach towards it.
Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. What was the number, Daniel?
More than 67,000 as of 2018.
Yeah, 67,000.
Yeah.
We got to get you on a microphone. That being said, we'll do that next time.
Yeah.
So Daniel just fact checked. 67,000.
2018.
In 2018.
1 year.
1 year. That's astronomical. I can't even fathom that number in my head, because why does this even happen in the first place? Like, everything that you're saying right now, but it just doesn't even make sense. And it all starts because, at least in my mind, they go to the doctor, they get handed this pill, and then, it's just kind of like the snowball effect.
Yeah, and I want to be really clear about this, because doctors are wicked smart people. I've got several friends that are doctors, and I love them. They're great. We talk about this stuff all the time. And I have a saying, like, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. When you're trained a certain way, you have a certain approach of dealing with it. You may not even see all the other options that are out there. And unfortunately, through our medical care system in the United States, which has been here for a long time, we have this sort of approach that we've become like, that pill popping society. There's a pill for every ill, there's a powder for every problem we got. And it doesn't, this is how we got to the point. And unfortunately, I tell you what, when I look at pharmaceutical companies, if you look at their bottom line, what they're after, their goal is to produce a profit for the shareholders.
Yeah.
Bottom line. And what that means is that, they got a drug that they can get you on for the rest of your life, man. That is it. Let's go that route. Lifestyle drugs are the biggest thing right now. They're not looking to cure, they're not coming with the antibiotic that's going to wipe out, tuberculosis once and for all. No,
never.
Because the last thing they want to do is have to develop a drug that's the last resort drug. Yeah. Like, why would, and that's where we're running into the problem right now, because nobody's going to invest in something that you take 1 or 2 times and then you're done with it.
No, never.
And,